welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in Year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Baker. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. This gets forward to around the 29. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Baker now from the gun. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Buccaneer first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running left, this is Irving. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
2nd and 13. Connects with Ibuka over the middle. He's not far from that first step marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Mayfield keeps it himself. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
A pickup of 2 yards.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On the give, this is Irving. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Well, you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield gets it to him on the screen. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pick up of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Baker out of the pistol. This one's taken in by Otten. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. One of the tight ends motioning right. Has him on the quick hitter. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. And stop coming from Henry To'o.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Once more, it's Mayfield. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Anytime you go on the road and you can put points on the board on your opening drive, job well done.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Now, a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons. And that's exactly what C.J. has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Gets him on the in route. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And the Buccaneers clogging up the throwing lanes. We got 6 DBs out there. 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing on 3rd down. Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Taken in by Kirk, right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 8.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. The throw is caught. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Up and good from Fairbairn. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tucker now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield will look to throw. Short pass brought in. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Play made by E.J. Speed. And that's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They start with 2nd and 6. From the 27. All in left side. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and short, Mayfield. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. This Texans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. 1st down, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And it sets up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Kid, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Irving on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Finds him on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Mayfield now from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Complete to Sterling Shepard. It's a gain of 6. First down, Tampa Bay.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the gun, Mayfield. He keeps it and takes off. Now hit, Mayfield loses the ball. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And that right there is why they coach you to never give up on a play, Brock. Recover the fumble, and he's able to get him the first down, too. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 29. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Third down, here's Mayfield. This throw is caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, third and goal. Baker now from the gun. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a second quarter lead. Baker Mayfield the touchdown.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 3.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Barrios now to return it. Jukes out a one-stop, and this drive will start inside the 25. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. To the air, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans, with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. On third and long, it's Stroud. He put everything he had into this one. Looking for Collins, and it's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Evans brings in the slant. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Irving. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Motioning one of the tight ends. There's another for Irving. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
17. Texans 3.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. There he goes, right sideline. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making a one-score game before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown.
Okay, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover. They may not tackle so well and opens up a run lane he took huge advantage of.
2
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
17. Texans 10.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35.
Final throw before the break. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. And his kick is good, and what a first half that was as we officially go into the locker rooms now, all tied up. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They send a tight end in motion. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
31. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
An 8-yard loss.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
The Texans set to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Irving here from the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Finds him over the middle. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Down the field, Evans has it. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield now, blitz coming. And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 17.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Barrios now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. On the ground again with Mixon. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Stroud. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Stroud. Quick slant here to Kirk. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line to gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Stroud on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck him at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play. And the Texans, first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Mixon on the counter. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Here's 2nd and 11. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. That's good for 7 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw by Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. There's a counter give to Chubb. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing the run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
The Buccaneers bringing out a dime. Look, 3rd down coming. Here's Stroud. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Running for it, Mixon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Texans. First down.
So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Cut out left. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On the give, this is Irving. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, Irving. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
1st down. Here's Baker. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Baker now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They give to Irving, left side. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Slot man motioned over. Right back to Irving now. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
The tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Mayfield keeps it himself. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Berrios now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he's going to go out of bounds before he's going to make anything of that effort, partner. Going to be a loss of, it looks like, about 1 on 1st down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing again, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. For a second, we both thought he'd get the 1st, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Dump off to his fullback. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense. Bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. Here in the 4th. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Now That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal to tie this game in the fourth.
Texans 24.
Oh, he's set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. On the return, here's Irving. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Carry here for Irving. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And they need more of those as they trail by a score.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Gain of 10 yards.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Buccaneers holding on to a field goal lead. Third down, 1 yard to go. Irving on the inside give. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
2 yards on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
Brings up second
It's
down.
easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. Third down coming up.
Brings up
Final timeout called by the Texans. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they get it done. Stop for a loss on third down. That should get them the football back.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Here he is to throw. Throw finding his back. Mixon. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
To Joe Mixon. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Complete to number 3, Tank Dell. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and...
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.